The transport ship buzzed with unfamiliar energy as Captain Rex from the Galactic Federation inspected his newest group of captured beings. Dozens of individuals from different planets sat inside containment cells, their faces filled with fear, confusion, and sadness. The Federation's xenobiology research program always needed new subjects from less advanced worlds, and Earth had become a particularly rich place to find them. Rex stopped in front of one cell that held an older human man. Unlike the others who cried or shrank back in fear, this man sat quietly on a metal bench, his aged hands resting calmly in his lap. His gray hair and wrinkled face showed years of experience, and his sharp blue eyes looked at the alien captain with curiosity instead of fear. "Interesting," Rex said in his own language, though the universal translator made sure everyone could understand. "This one isn't afraid." The old man looked up at the tall, reptilian figure. "You're hunters, aren't you?" he asked. Rex tilted his scaled head, clearly intrigued by the question. Most captives begged to be freed or demanded answers. This human, however, spoke calmly, almost like he was having a casual conversation. "We are scientists, primitive one. Your kind will help us learn more about life that is based on carbon," Rex explained. A small smile formed on the man's worn face. "That's not what I asked. I asked if you were hunters." "We gather samples for scientific study," Rex replied, starting to feel annoyed by the man's persistence. "Though I suppose with your limited thinking, it might look like hunting." The old man chuckled, and the sound made Rex feel strangely uncomfortable. "Son, I've been hunting since long before you even hatched from whatever egg you came out of. I spent 40 years tracking deer, bears, even grizzlies, in the forests of Montana. You learn to see the signs. Your basic hunting stories don't matter here," Rex said sharply. Yet something in the man's voice made him hesitate. "Don't they?" the old man asked. He slowly stood up, every movement calm and purposeful. "You see, the key to hunting is knowing your prey. You study how they act. You learn their land. You find their weak spots. But the most important thing," the old man continued, "is making sure you're truly the hunter, and not the one being hunted." Rex laughed, a sharp, harsh sound that echoed down the hallway. "You think you, an old, fragile creature from a forgotten world, are a danger to the mighty Galactic Federation?" The human's grin grew wider. "You know what your mistake was?" he asked. "You thought Earth was primitive just because we haven't traveled to other planets yet. You assumed we'd be easy to capture, helpless creatures to collect for your studies. Are you not?" Rex asked, though a slight unease crept into his voice. The old man leaned back onto the bench, calm as ever. "Let me ask you something. When you watched our world, did you only look from orbit? Run a few quick scans and decide that was enough?" Rex didn't reply. His silence gave away the answer. "I figured," the man said with a knowing nod. "Because if you had taken the time to really study us, you'd have learned a few important things." "Like what?" Rex asked, his tone more cautious now. "For starters," the man said, "humans have spent thousands of years mastering war. We've turned survival into a sharp instinct, sharp enough to get us through ice ages, deadly diseases, and disasters that wiped out creatures far stronger than us. Rex's claws tapped nervously against his armor. "Your kind lacks advanced technology," he said, trying to reassert control. "You can't even travel faster than light." "We don't need to," the old man said calmly. "Not when the target comes straight to us. And as for that technology gap..." He paused, letting the weight of his words settle. "You're right, we can't build ships like yours. But we're really good at tearing things apart and learning how they work." As if his words had triggered something, a faint vibration passed through the ship's floor. Rex's eyes widened. His communication implant buzzed to life with frantic messages from the command deck. "Captain!" a voice shouted. "The humans! Somehow they've breached our systems." "Impossible," Rex growled. But even as he said it, the containment fields around the cells flickered and shut down completely. The old man stood up again. He no longer looked weak. Now he moved with the smooth confidence of a top predator. "You want to know the difference between a skilled hunter and a dead one?" he asked. "A good hunter always has backup." All around the ship, Rex heard the unmistakable sound of cell doors sliding open, followed by something even more alarming. Laughter. Not the laughter of frightened people losing their minds, but the bold, confident laughter of those who had just taken control. "You see, Captain," the old man said calmly as chaos broke out across the ship, "my grandson Tommy is what we call a hacker. Smart kid. Real sharp. While your teams were busy kidnapping people, he managed to slip a little surprise into your computer systems. It's been sleeping there this whole time, just waiting for the right moment." Rex's hands shook as he raised his weapon. "You're still trapped on our ship," he said, trying to regain control. "You're thousands of light years from Earth." The human took a step forward, and Rex, despite being larger and stronger, found himself instinctively stepping back. "Are we?" the old man asked. "Because from what I'm hearing, it sounds like Tommy's little program just gave us control of your ship." He smiled again. "And you know what humans are really good at? We adapt. We learn. And we never forget those who've hurt us." The lights flickered above them, and the ship's systems continued to fail, one by one, falling under human control. And then, the old man's voice dropped just enough to make Rex's alien blood run cold. "You came here to hunt, son.